Hey Aries, and welcome to your January 2019 General Tarot Forecast. I hope that you're doing incredible as you're coming into the new year, the calendar new year that is. And I hope that you are not fearing too much, as I know the energies are a lot to handle. You guys are definitely at the crossroads coming into this month. If you're not Sun, Moon, Rising sign, this reading's probably going to be a lot about the crossroads, a lot about making decisions, hard choices, or seemingly hard choices are definitely coming in for you this month, Aries. Death is your central theme. You have the Lovers, Judgment, Justice, the World, lots of major arcana cards, 4 major arcana cards. And I always say if there are 3 or more, it will be a strong month to remember in your year. So the very first month of 2019 is already going to be extremely memorable for you. You've kind of been in a bit of a hiatus, I feel. Even if you've been really busy, like your soul energy, your vigorous Aryan energy has been a little bit on vacation and a little bit on hiatus, and I think that it reemerges coming into this month of January, and there's a lot of desire, goals, ambitions that do start to come up again as you're moving into this month, and also a lot of transformation, definitely. Death and Judgment in the same reading is all about transformation, all about making a big change, having a big shift, and not being scared of it. I do sense a little bit of fear and a little bit of apprehension as well coming into this month. You have that 2 of Swords reversed, you have Justice reversed and Judgment reversed. All of those reversals can be a little bit of a fear of the deliberation, of the choice. So like you're kind of afraid to make a choice, I feel like, and your goal and I feel calling this month is to fearlessly be able to make the choice. So doing whatever you can to eradicate unhealthy fear from your life is such an important thought for sure, because Aries is probably the most fearless sign of the zodiac in some ways. So living in fear or living in a frightened state is not really in your nature, and it's kind of an odd thing that emerged for you at the end of 2018, and it's something that definitely needs to start walking away as we move healthily into 2019. You have the World reversed, which always says to me that there's an ending phase that is being a little bit resisted. So something has been needing to end, something has been needing to culminate, but you've been holding on to it really strongly, or you've not wanted to see it end. It's kind of like when you're reading a book that you really enjoy and you're about to get to the end, and for some reason you stop reading it, even though you enjoy it, just because you don't want it to end, but you never actually end up finishing it on account of that. That's sort of the energy that I'm feeling for you. So what are you enjoying and afraid of ending, and why are you putting it down and not finishing it on account of that now? It's going to be really important for you to stick to your projects and to stick to your goals and ambitions for sure. I love 3 of Pentacles coming up for you. That's a really strong energy for 2019. In fact, it's one of the cards that are most prominent in my 2019 Meta Companion, which will be available soon with the 2019 Year Ahead series, but that should be coming up later this month. So yeah, I'm really happy that 3 of Pentacles is coming up for you, because that says to me that you're really aligned with the energy of 2019. And that makes sense because, you know, you have Jupiter in Sag, your fellow fire sign, and Saturn in Capricorn, your fellow cardinal sign. So there's a lot of familiar yet new energy coming up for you this year that you can really hold and use to your advantage and thrive with, but you're still kind of coming out of 2018 a little bit worried to take that chance. So thriving might have started to feel a bit like a risk, or like something that you don't want to do. Thriving is a risk for Aries coming out of 2018, and moving into 2019, I need you guys to start being like okay with taking a leap of faith here and there. You have the incredible Queen of Wands energy and Queen of Swords energy coming up, so like calculated leaps of faith and calculated sort of impulses are really great for you right now. You know, maybe not being too blindfully leaping, but soon enough you can do that actually, but kind of in this culmination transition phase, it's better to be a bit calculated, but to still nonetheless have some leaps of faith here. You know, allow the relationship to end, which has been in an ending phase for so long. Allow the career to end that has only been taken from you and that you already have something lined up. Allow the health problem or the addiction to end. You know, there's a sense of just easily letting some of those things happen. I feel like the first thing that you have to do, Aries, is to definitely take off the blindfold and open your eyes to what is actually going on in your life. I feel like that's really the only thing that holds you up this month, because you have that 2 of Swords reversed, which represents covering your eyes. If you look at the eyes of 2 of Swords, like they're blindfolded and like we're just guarding to everything because we can't really see what's for us or against us. And sure, maybe other people are also responsible for you having that blindfold on, but now is definitely the time to take it off and to become just a little bit less guarded. When you're really embracing a guarded type of energy, you also guard yourself from success and guard yourself from enjoyment and guard yourself from, all these positive feelings that you really want. So, yes, you probably don't get the negative ones, but you also don't get the positive ones. Building yourself up to be strong enough to take something that might not feel completely wonderful, while knowing that because you took that, you will come into positivity and come into, abundance, is a really important concept as well. Anyway, Aries, to go ahead and get into the week to week, you have Queen of Swords rooted down by the Lovers for your first week of January 2019. It's so much like a week of deliberation, and the theme of deliberation is something that comes up for the entire month of you, as you also have like Justice and Three of Pentacles, which are kind of a deliberating energy as well. But in week number one, like, you're at the crossroads. The Lovers to me is like a crossroads energy. There is a choice, there is a decision to be made, and you have to like really hone in yourself, like your decision, what's right for you, and like really, really, really get down to like a new vantage point, actually. So I said like get down to a vantage point, but like rising up as well to a new vantage point of like understanding what this decision entails is important, because I feel like you're not seeing the whole picture, or like anything that's like a hard decision for you right now. Like all of the options are not quite available yet, or like you can't see it well enough, and that's why it's becoming such a hard decision. So maybe doing a bit of investigation or doing a bit of research on what these decisions entail, on what are the outcomes in the long run on both of them. It sounds very simple, it sounds very obvious, but you guys just really have to sit with the questions in your life with a bit more thoroughness and calculation right now. And through really concentrating that in a short and small way in the first week of January, you save yourself a lot of headache throughout the entire year, actually. You can also see, as a complete side note, like a new sense of love coming into your life in the first week. So yes, meeting new people, meeting really fated people in your life can happen as well with the Lovers, as well as feeling like you're not in control of these relationships or relationship that is coming in. Because sometimes the Lover, it kind of feels like we're puppets. Like it feels like I don't want to be with this person, but I can't help but be with them. Or I want to be with this person, but it seems to not be working out. Like, why do I want what is not in alignment with what's happening? That's usually a question that comes up. So you're trying to figure that out as well, and using that calculating Queen of Swords energy to do that. For some of you, it's just like a Queen of Swords type of person coming in. So like a very feminine air, energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming into your life, and this feels like a very fated attraction for sure. So what types of fated attractions are in your life right now, and why are they such? It is definitely a good food for thought. In the second week, you have the World reversed, rooted down by Judgment reversed. So I like this for you because you are not going to be able to avoid things which are inevitably changing. So like such a strong sense of inevitable change, yet either you or people around you are trying to really hold things into place. So like things are just misaligned. Things are like on opposite ends. So like when something's about to end, we want it. When it's about to begin, we don't want it. Such things as that are happening. And it's going to be so important in the second week to figure out how you can come back into alignment. So like when things are ending, it feels natural. When things are beginning, it feels natural. This is really the key to thriving in this month, and it's the key to moving into the third week with a little bit more clarity as well. Just really pay attention to what is naturally ending in the second week. Really pay attention to also what is naturally beginning. Judgment is like such a beginning. The World is such an end. And the Death card is right by them as well. It's like right on top of them. So again, that's transformation, endings, beginnings, all culminated into one. So definitely keeping your mind on what in your life represents that is the key to coming through it. Because sometimes just having a realization and an acknowledgement does so much karmically for you and does so much energetically. It's just not a time to really push things out or to repress things or to deny things, basically, is what I'm saying. Week number 3, you have 3 of Pentacles rooted down by Justice reversed. You have to build out of what's feeling unfair. Whenever Justice is reversed, I feel like we're really concerned with fairness, or we're really concerned with doing the right thing or having the right thing done for us. You're really building away from that. I feel like maybe some of you are still like hung up on an ex, or still hung up on something from the past which didn't feel fair, and you're still really concerned with resolving that fairly. So the thing now to do is to really find new senses of fairness in your life. I do feel like a lot of you are collaborating or really having some kind of apprenticeship or just something where you're working with other people. Like team projects are very wonderful for this period of time, actually, moving into Aquarius time there. Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration and all about working with other people to build something. So really finding your fairness and your justice in what you're creating and what you're building with others is an incredible way to thrive right now. Connecting, like Aries, I do feel has to connect. So if you've been solitary lately, or if you've been disconnected from people, by the third week of January, I hope that you're able to be connecting, and I hope that you're being able to have social interaction more so, because it is going to be important for your own energetic healing. For sure. In the fourth week, you have Queen of Wands rooted down by Two of Swords reversed. So you are, again, like rising above that blindfolded feeling, like rising above that guardedness into a much more natural for you energy. Queen of Wands is all about, you know, fire. It's all about sort of a feminine projection of like creativity, fire, passion, ambition, goals, trust. Easy trust towards yourself and towards your life, and connection with others. So it's such a 180. I feel like when Queen of Wands is majorly reversed or majorly out of whack, it might act like Two of Swords. So it's like you have those two choices there, and perhaps that's your entire crossroads in the month of January is like, which one will you be? Will you be Queen of Wands or will you be Two of Swords? Because it can really easily go either way. And I want you guys to come into that seeing the difference between those two archetypes and choosing which one you prefer, which I think for all of you is going to be that incredible Queen of Wands energy. As death is the central theme, so you're changing. I think that a lot of Aries are transforming from Two of Swords into Queen of Wands energy, which is really beautiful. And I think that you are happily doing that, as long as you can see that that's what's happening. Because sometimes to do that, you have to get out of those codependent relationships, or you have to see the truth about that person, or see the truth about yourself, or find your accountability here or there, or whatever it is. But you know what it's going to be, and that's the great thing. You're going to discover past about the first week what it is that's being an obstacle, and then it's just going to be a matter of implementing that which is necessary to overcome it. So really beautiful, Aries. I love what's coming forward. I actually think it's a good concluding point for you. I want to keep things short and simple. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising sign. You can just go over to my channel right below and find that. There might be a playlist as well on the center of your screen right now where you can find your sun, moon, rising sign. Be sure to check out the description box below. You can book a private reading with me. You can find me on social media, and I also have some discounts down there as well, which are helpful for you. In fact, you can get my tarot deck, which I have here, on discount with my link. So we will be talking soon. Aries, good luck moving through this period of time. I am rooting for you. Such incredible crossroads and transformations coming up. We'll be talking very soon. Much love. Bye.